guys, and welcome back for another short flow. Today's sequence is all about hip mobility. You don't need anything at all for today's session, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in a seated position on your mat. From this seated position, just slowly come back onto your back so you're in a supine position. Bring your knees in towards your chest and just begin to make circles with your hips. Maybe do 5 times in one direction and then 5 times in the other. And those circles can be big, they can be small. Just go with whatever your body feels like. Change direction if you haven't already. It's really important that we make sure we do both directions and both sides in everything that we do in yoga, ensuring that the body's balanced. We're working both sides equally, or mobilizing in this case. And then slowly, when you've done your 5 circles each side, just hold your knees in towards your chest, maybe hug them in tight. You could bring your head towards your knees a few times, just release your lower back. And then slowly come all the way up onto your hands and knees. So swivel back underneath yourself. We're going to come into our down facing dog position. So spread the fingers, grip the mat with your hands, tuck the toes and press back into that upside down V position, that down facing dog. Press the head through the arms, open up the shoulders, push the tailbone high towards the sky, find length in your spine, and then just gradually start to ease your heels down towards the ground. Maybe pedal them a few times. And then when you're ready, just press both of them down at the same time. Take a few moments here to just extend through the calves. And then on your next inhale, we're going to transition through to cobra. So inhale as you roll through the spine, bringing the hips through and down to the floor. Look up towards the ceiling, pull those shoulders back and down away from the ears. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. We're going to do 4 more of those. So inhale to roll forwards, drop the hips, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press back to down facing dog. Really push those sit bones high towards the sky. Inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, find that stretch in the front body. Exhale, press back to down facing dog. 2 more to go. Inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips. Look up, exhale, press back. Find that down facing dog. Last one, inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips. Look up, exhale, press back to down facing dog. Walk the feet all the way in now towards the front of the mat. Come into Uttanasana, forward fold. If you want to, take a moment there, holding opposite elbow and opposite hand in ragdoll. And just think about getting your chest towards your thighs. Let the crown of your head hang long towards the ground. Open up those glutes, that lower back. Take a few breaths. And then plant the hands back down. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. We're going to inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, extended to Tadasana, palms together. Exhale as you come down into your garland squat, drawing the hands down the center line of the body, and then using the elbows against the insides of the knees to press the legs apart and pull the chest through. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then if you want to, see if you can just take 10 pulses here, just bouncing up and down through the hips, opening up the groin area. Try and keep that chest lifted. 9, 10, and then when you're ready, plant the hands down. Keeping those legs open, we're going to twist. So inhale as you let the left hand stay on the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release and come back down. Switch to the other side. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Exhaling to release the arm, inhaling to lift and open. Opening up those hips, trying to keep those heels towards the ground. If your heels aren't on the ground, don't worry. You can always use a block behind them or just come to wherever you can in your squat to get there. Last one on this side. And then exhale, release the hands. Come back up into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Just take a moment there to release off the hips. And then exhale, come back down to your garland pose. We're going to walk the squat backwards 2 steps and then walk forward. So it's called a duck walk. So you're going to step back, step back, step back again, and then step forwards. And you're going to do that 2 more times. So walk the squat back. This is really good for opening up your hips. And then walk it forwards again. So 3 times in total, forwards and back. And then come back to your squat. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. From here, we're going to come back up into our forward fold. So plant the hands back down. Inhale to lift the hips, heel toe the feet back underneath. And then walk the feet all the way back to down facing dog. Take a moment there to just reset. Pedal out the legs if you want to. Pulse through the shoulders, whatever you need to do. And then we're going to come into lizard lunge. So right foot comes outside of the right hand. And just hold it here as you reach the chest forwards. Try and keep that back knee lifted away from the floor. So you really activate that back thigh. Shoot the body weight further forwards. This knee can go out and your knee can track forwards of the ankle in this case, if you want to. And then we're just going to take 5 pulses. So you're going to let the elbow go out. So you might want to tuck that leg just slightly behind the hand. And we're going to pulse like a half press up 5 times. So you're going to exhale to lower, inhale to lift. 5 times in your own time. 4, 5, and then you're going to drop that back knee to the floor, untuck the toes. And then if you want to, come down into a full lizard. Take a nice deep breath in. Try and keep looking forwards, keep reaching that chest forwards. Take 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then come back up onto your hands and knees. If you need to, take half a step in with this foot so that you can reach. If you can reach, then great. You're going to take the opposite hand, so the right hand goes back to the left foot. Lift the left foot in towards the glute. Take a few pulses, so pulse the heel in towards your glute a couple of times. Just to get the blood moving down there, and it helps avoid cramp. And then grab a hold of the ankle. Let the foot flex back into the hand. Come back onto your hand and kick back so that you're getting a nice quad stretch. If you want to go into full monkey twist, you can come back down onto that forearm, kick back, roll over onto the knife edge of the foot, of the front foot, and then kick back and look over the shoulder. And this intensifies the stretch quite a bit more. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, release, plant the hands back down, step back to down facing dog, and we'll repeat on the other side. So left foot comes through, outside of left hand, keep that knee lifted, reach forwards with the chest, really sink into the hips if you can, and then we're going to take those 5 presses. So you're going to let the elbow go outside or in front of that knee in your own time, opening up the hip, last one. And then if you want to, come down onto that knee, find your full lizard lunge. If you're happy here, feel free. If you want to come down onto your forearms, keep making sure that in either case your chest is reaching forwards, eye gaze forwards too. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then slowly come back up. And we're going to do that half grab again. So if you need to step this foot back so it's easier to reach, feel free. If you're comfortable and you can reach, go ahead and grab, just pulse that heel into the glute a few times just to get that blood moving and avoid cramp if possible. Then shuffle your hand down, find that ankle position with the hand. And if you want to go into full lizard lunge, come back onto that elbow as well. Allow that front leg to roll out to the side, lifting the toes off the floor, kick back into the hand and look back over the shoulder. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Remember, if you needed to do the scaled versions, then feel free to do those. And then exhale, release, come back up onto your hands, step back to down facing dog, pedal it out, and then we're going to come into pigeon pose. So inhale, lift your right leg up high towards the sky, bend at the knees, you crunch it through, bringing the leg forwards at a 45-degree angle, slide the left leg back, come into your pigeon pose. So you really want to have your hips level here, with your sit bone on the right side connected to the ground, and your hip bone connected to your right heel on the left. Press into the ground. If you're not level, please use a cushion or a block. or just hover wherever you are. It's much better to be in this level position than kind of rolled over onto the side. So wherever you are, press into the ground, open up that left hip flexor, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale this time, fold forwards over that front leg. Bringing the head towards the floor, and just take 2 deep breaths here. And then slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog and switch over. So left foot comes forwards at a 45-degree angle as we scissor the legs over. Sliding that right leg back, untuck the toes. Find that nice level position with your hips. Get the blocks and the pillows out if you need to. And then press through the ground as you inhale to lift. Opening up that right hip flexor this time. Take 2 deep breaths. Exhale. And then this time exhale and fold forwards, coming into that forward fold position, bringing the forehead to the floor. And again, just take 2 more deep breaths here. And then slowly come all the way up and swivel over into your seated position. So option to bring the soles, so we're going to come into a seated butterfly to begin with. Bring the soles of the feet together and bring the heels in towards the groin. Hold your feet like you would hold a book, and then use your elbows against your knees or shins to press the knees down towards the ground. And just inhale to find length, exhale as you fold forwards, trying to reach your nose towards your toes. Take 5 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. And then we're going to recline into this butterfly pose. So keep the soles of your feet together. Just lay back on your mat in a supine position. Just let your hands fall out to the side. And then just let your knees fall out to the side as well. And just take a further 5 breaths here. Or if you want to, you can relax in this position and take a mini Savasana to finish your practice.